Big Sky Outdoors, powered by Town Pump, fueling your next outdoor adventure, is also brought to you by Counter Assault, your ultimate protection in the wild. By Montana Army Navy, get it, get out, and live it. The Outdoor Report is provided by Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. And Bob Ward's, everything outdoors, Montana style. Welcome to this week's edition of Big Sky Outdoors. I'm Matt Redding, and I'm here with Daryl Lane, my good buddy. And we are out here on a blustery, cold spring day. Wind is howling. We're gonna try to attempt to get out here and catch some fish today. It's gonna be fun, right, Daryl?
You bet.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're out here at one of our favorite lakes. It's the perfect time of year. It's early spring here in Montana. The ice just came off the lake. Perfect time of year for these big Kamloops rainbows to be spawning. Yesterday at 70 degrees out here, people were out here having a blast catching a lot of fish. Of course, we show up, and as you can see, we got gusty winds, 60, 50 miles an hour, but we're gonna get out here and give it a shot and see if we can't catch some of those great fish.
So Daryl, tell me what the setup's gonna be today.
Well, today what we're going to do with this early spring fishing is I've got a small box set up with the patterns that are going to be most effective on this lake this time of year. Real basic patterns over here. This fishery is really heavily stocked with scuds, mysis shrimp, and so I've got different color patterns over here. I've got a translucent, some lime, some pink, some light orange. Those work really well. A San Juan worm and a beadhead San Juan worm works really great this time. My favorite of all is the glass beads, because these trout are spawning on the bank, and of course what they do is once those roe ripen, they will actually eat that roe. So we're going to do a technique that's a little unique. It's called flossing, and I've got one set up right here. And this is basically what it is. It's just a kind of a bait junk setup over here. I've got a salmon float as an indicator. It's about 2, maybe 3 feet above my flossing part of the line. And what you see I've got here is I've got a glass bead about 1.5 inches above a number 10 hook. This is half hitched on there so that it's adjustable. I can move this up and down. And what happens is this floats through the water, the trout comes and eats that bead, and when he sucks that in, the hook is right in the corner of his mouth. So when you lift up, you've got your trout caught right there. It's a beautiful setup. He never sees the hook, or it doesn't affect the setup. So that's been working really well out here. We're gonna give that a shot. It's kicking up the Detroit. Hey, but you know what was funny? When we got here this morning, this was solid ice, and the only water we could see was on that very far bank. So this wind has actually blown a lot of this out and cleared this up. I just took a big swath on that warmer edge of the water, right on the edge. There's the scud right there. That's what we were imitating with our fly pattern that we had there. And this is what they're eating when we put that bead on there. We're simulating that egg right there that's cured in the water. Boy, those two are hardcore, aren't they? Well, it didn't work out for us today. As you can see, the weather has turned from bad to even worse. Super blustery out here.
That guy's got a fish on.
Here we are! I love it! You want a net? What's amazing is how much that fish grows as soon as it comes out of the water. This is what we call paying your dues. This is the day you earn those 4 or 5 big fish you catch on the next outing, you know?
This is probably like near hurricane force winds.
Just
I mean, it's enough to blow you over.
It's just nuts. We can fly!
Yeah, it's call day, huh?
As much as we hate to, you know, we're calling it. We've given it a great shot. While we were here, though, we did get to watch our friend we met on the lake. He hooked a nice one and brought it in, and he hooked another one that broke off. But it's all we can handle. We're gonna save this for another day and come back when we can get them.
Find your next adventure at Bob Ward's Sports and Outdoors. Bob Ward's Sports and Outdoors, Montana style.
Well, we're rigging up for another day here. Going to try it again out here at the Spring Spawn Lake. I've got my floss set up with an egg and a drop hook. I'm going to try a little San Juan worm to start off with also. So kind of a double rig. It's going to be slow to start with. Not a lot of fish cruising out here yet, so we're going to give that a shot. Got my little indicator here. Salmon float indicator. I'm going to pop on there and we'll be ready to go. I hope this snow doesn't last too long. These fish are few and far between right now. Oh, there's one right there. Right there. See that one that just turned on its side? I cast right on top of him. Should have cast it a little ahead of him. She turned on her side and she sprayed eggs. The male will be right there to fertilize them. There they go, there they go. They're right in front of us here. He's chasing her. Come back, there you go. Let's do it again. There's one. Oh, I missed it! Did you see my indicator take off? It was gone. It just went whooshing! Oh, how did I miss that? He was running with it. I wonder if I was too quick on that. We're gonna catch some fish, dude. We're gonna have a hook up. Make sure everything looks right. Bring on the dancing girls. Wow, I got a big one right here at my feet. Right at the end of my rod. Isn't that crazy? Look at the wakes they're making over there as they cruise super shallow. At least the fish we're seeing seem to be pretty active, huh? And now that I don't have a net, DJ Netless Lane here, this is going to be interesting. He's going to take off here any second. Everybody else left, and all of a sudden they bite. Doggy. Little beathead scud is the ticket today. Well, the weather changed. As you can see, we got a little front running through. The wind has picked up. It's howling pretty hard. Even got a few little snowflakes over here. But we just caught our first fish, so this front must be turning them on a little bit. We're gonna see if we can't catch another one. Fish on, baby! Oh yeah, there he goes, there he goes, there he goes. They like the stormy weather, evidently. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
Army-Navy is your hunting headquarters. It's the best place around when you're serious about saving money on the things you need to go hunting. Knife sharpeners, wool gloves, backpacking meals, optics, socks, boots, insoles, stoves. Why, it's a virtual hunter's checklist. All name brands and all at fantastic savings. On Highway 2 in Evergreen and Highway 93 in Whitefish. MontanaArmyNavy.com.
Get out and live it.
Oh my goodness. We got a battle on our hands this time. What do you think of that? Gorgeous fish. We need more net. But luckily that's just enough to get their heads in. A beautiful rainbow here. This is kind of weird. He's got a little parasite on him. You see that right there? Crawling around. But all I'm doing is watching for it to just disappear. And I just lift the rod and they're usually on. Fish on! Oh, fish off! That was kind of cool. Still got a fly, so it just didn't get the hook set. That was number 3. Let's keep them coming. There he is. It's on, baby. It is on. I love it. Big, dark fish, probably a male. He's probably gonna make me get him on the reel. Look at him running away, baby. Oh, look at that big dark fish. This might be our best one yet. Puts a heck of a bend in this Winston rod, that's for sure. Dude, this is a freaking hog. This one is a hog. Another nice massive trout. We're gonna catch some more of these bad boys. Hasta la vista, baby! How about that? There's a high five. Nice. I got my egg to floss them with, but it looks like they're hitting the bead heads pretty solid. In fact, they just about got the hook straightened out on this. I'm gonna bend that back over. Goes. Off to get caught another day.
Find your next adventure at Bob Ward's Sports and Outdoors. Bob Ward's Sports and Outdoors, Montana style.
Here's this week's outdoor report by our friends at Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks.
They call it Pines for Perch, an annual tradition using recycled Christmas trees to provide habitat for fish.
The community really rallies around a project like this. You know, we're taking Christmas trees that would be discarded in the landfill, and this gives them another option for placement of Christmas trees, and it gives us a great source for essentially cheap habitat structures.
These trees provide a spawning area for perch and a place to live throughout the year.
We manage this reservoir as a quality multi-species fishery, and yellow perch are responsible for two aspects of that. One, to provide a quality angling experience, and two, to provide a forage base for the predators in the system.
Over the last 20 years, this project has put more than 70,000 Christmas trees into Canyon Ferry. But because of the decay of the trees and the size of the reservoir, it's still a fairly small project.
As you drive away from Canyon Ferry and you look out across the 4-mile wide body of water, it's just a little thimbleful of perch habitat structures. So you can see why annually, if we continue this project, it's necessary. You know, maybe you only have 3 or 4 years worth of habitat structures out there at one time.
And while this project can benefit perch, maybe more importantly, it is a way for users of Canyon Ferry to come together.
To do a project like this builds morale with our constituents. It can be considered a feel-good project in some regards, but at the same time, even if we hang our hat on one good year of success based on this project, it's a risk we're willing to take.
I'm Winston Greeley, out among Montana's fish, wildlife, and parks.
Oh, I think it broke. I think my line broke. Cha-ching. Gonna try beefing up the size of my my bead head here, see if that helps. Big hare's ear here with the little copper thorax that I tied. Off we go. It worked. Today they want the Big Mac, not the little cheeseburger. Yeah, baby. Ooh, doggy, what a pretty fish. This has got some gorgeous color. Look at all the gold and other color in this. Beautiful fish out there. Show them to you. A little smaller than what we've been catching, but nice big rainbow. Off you go, little booger. Let's try that again.